y'all. So hopefully y'all can see me and the lighting is good. I'm using a new camera, so gotta get used to filming with this one and figuring out the settings that I need to make it look good. But we're just gonna get started because I've been trying to get it together for too long. This is just gonna be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be doing my hair and makeup. So let's get into it. Okay, here we go. And then I have on these eye patches right now. It's the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. This is it. This is the packaging. I got these from Ulta, and I really like these. I have really dry under eyes, and this just helps depuff and, you know, hydrate them a little bit. So I'm gonna take these off. I've had them on for a good 10-15 minutes, and let's go. Just to refresh my skin, I'm going to add ooh, I just spilled this, but it's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. Got this from Sephora. This is supposed to be a get ready with me, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on. I really like this because it just gives me a glow. It is literally spilling everywhere. I just came back from Florida, and it was in my suitcase. So it was like laying on its side, so I think that's why it's really just going everywhere, every which way. And I also put this on my neck. And then I have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. You know what, I'm not going to be showing everything. I'm just going to put everything in the description box because I don't have time for that. But yeah, when I was in Florida this past week on my birthday, I did this look, and I didn't get any pictures, y'all. I didn't get any pictures. I was exhausted, so I went right to sleep after dinner. So hopefully I can get some good ones tonight. This past week I went to Florida for my birthday to visit my boyfriend, and if you saw my last vlog, you would have saw me in Florida as well, visiting him. And I always have a good time in Florida. I'd much rather be in Florida than here in Indiana, Bloomington, which is where I live right now. Always have a good time there. And so I went for my birthday, and the thing that sucked was that the weather wasn't that good. It was like a little chilly, and also just windy, raining, just very annoying. I'm putting on this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's so pretty on my skin. I just got a new color because I had shade number 5.5 because they were out of shade 6, but I just noticed that this color was much more fitting for my skin tone, adds a little warmth to it, and just looks so pretty. So I just put it all over, and of course I forgot to wet my beauty blender, my beauty sponge. Okay, so I am back with my sponge. It is actually very dirty. I did use it on my birthday. I'm just gonna use it today to blend this out. It's all over. It's just so very pretty on the skin. It doesn't really give any type of coverage. It just adds like a little veil of glow, and I love to have glowy skin, especially when I'm doing makeup. I like a more dewy, glowy look. Okay, so I usually start with my eyebrows, so we're going to do that. Get the eyebrows going. I got my eyebrows done, and y'all, I do not get my eyebrows done at all. Like for the past like 2 to 3 years, I would not let anybody touch my eyebrows. I've had the worst experience with my eyebrows, and it was just so upsetting. So upsetting. Like, my friends literally know how I feel about my eyebrows. I'm very particular about how I want them and who does them and who can touch them, all that. But yeah, so my friend Ayana did my eyebrows for me, and they turned out so good. Love them so much, and she's done them 2 times now, and she's the only person I will let touch my eyebrows, to be honest. But all right, I'm about to do my eyebrows with this. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen, and y'all, I have the Urban Decay brow blade, and I got it in the wrong shade, Dark Drapes. It's more of like a light brown, a warm brown, and my eyebrow hairs are not warm at all, so it kind of looks weird when I wear it. If I got the right shade, I might like it more, but that just didn't do it for me. And then we have this one. Yeah, you can kind of see the difference. The top one is the Urban Decay one, and then the bottom one is the NYX one. And yeah, that shade just works better for my eyebrows. So what I do is just go through and flick. I just like to flick. I'm sorry if you can't really see what I'm doing, but it's kind of really self-explanatory. I just go through and flick and kind of fill in the sparse areas, because my eyebrows are very sparse, very much so. And then I go in the front and kind of do little hairs, just following along with my natural shape. And it just creates the most natural brow. I love a natural brow. Not a fan of very harsh brows anymore. So that's one brow pretty much finished, and I'm going to start on this one. And I think the key to these things are just like making sure you blend, get your spoolie and kind of blend it out. You don't want it to be like too harsh of lines. I dislike when people be having the harsh ass lines in the eyebrow. Like, to each its own, but I prefer a more gentle, hair-like, natural looking brow. And my brows, as you can see, are nowhere near the same. This one is my good brow. I really like this one. It has a nice arch and it just looks so good. And this one is like more just like leveled out. So I have to go up a little bit more at the top and kind of add more hairs to that side, because this side is thicker. Yeah, I try my best to make them as even as possible. Yeah, my birthday just passed. It was March 10th. I turned 23. I am 23 now, y'all, and I'm baffled. It's really crazy. I'm getting old. And so, like I said, I was in Florida, and like I said, the weather was bad, or just really not up to par. So we weren't able to do much in Florida. We wanted to go jet skiing, and that didn't happen. So instead we went to Miami Beach, and we laid on the beach for a little bit. But then, y'all, it started raining, and my hair is straight. So of course, you know, I ran. Like, I was trying to run, get away, and keep my hair as straight as possible. So yeah, we went back to the car, and I didn't know there was a Pretty Little Thing showroom in Miami, like literally down the street from the beach. And so I wanted to go and take a look at it, but like I said, it was raining, and it just didn't make sense to be walking around in the rain. So we just went to finger licking. Love finger licking so much. Let me some finger licking. It's so good. I get the shrimp alfredo, and is bomb. If you are in Miami, you need to check it out. Okay, so I got these brushed up. I'm gonna come back to them and clean them up some more and do the final touches. I'm gonna move on to my face, my under eyes. Then we just went back to the hotel and took some shots. And then I got ready for dinner. And then dinner was great. Went to some place called Oceanic. I got a steak. It was fire. The steak was good. I'm starting to become a steak person. I used to not get steaks because I would get them like overcooked. I would get them well done, and now I get them slightly less cooked, so I get it medium well, and it's more like juicy and didn't need no sauce for it. And then y'all, it was so windy that night. Like I wanted to take pictures so bad and I couldn't because the wind, it was just so cold. Like I'm not even in the mood. We went back to the hotel and I fell asleep and called it a night, literally. Literally. So I was waiting for my friends, so they didn't get to celebrate with me. So tonight we're going out to dinner. I don't know what else we have in store, but I'm just going with the flow pretty much. They don't tell me much about what's going on. Just going with the flow. Tonight we're going to a restaurant called Uptown Cafe. I've been there multiple times. The last time I went was for brunch and it was pretty good. I don't know y'all, like I've been in Bloomington for about 5 years now and I'm kind of ready to go. I feel like we just don't have much here. Nothing much to do here. And the stuff that there is, and when there is stuff to do, I don't know about it. Like I be seeing people live their best lives here in Bloomington. I'm just like, what Bloomington are you in? Please let me know. Please tell me, because I can't relate. Yeah, I feel like that's how it is like in Indy too. People be living their best lives and going out and going to all these places, and I'm just like, how do y'all be finding these places? Like, where are they at? I'm missing out. Please let me know. Please put me on, please. Okay, before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying that there's a trend right now going on where you just put concealer like in your inner corner and you do it right here. And baby, no, that doesn't really work for me. I need, on this eye I did put a lot, but I need this type of coverage over here at least. But this is my worst eye. I have a it's more of a bag on the side, so I'll just let that dry to get some more coverage. And then I think I'm going to do some cream concealer. Cream bronzer hits better than powder bronzer. Like, it just looks so much more put together. That's a lot. I'm just so heavy-handed with my products. I don't need this much. And then I like to go a little higher than my actual like cheekbone, because I have a like chunkier face or a wider face, so doing this kind of makes it slimmed out. It slims it out more instead of like going right here. This lifts my face a little bit more, I noticed. I also like to put this on my nose, right here, and then I'll go back. I do like to put some down here too, just to slim me out. And then I go in with just this Real Techniques blending buffing brush. I've had this for a long time. It's definitely very dirty, and I do need to wash my brushes sometime soon. So I just go in with this and I blend it back into my hairline. Just buff it back into the hairline a little bit. And if you put too much, you can always go back and add some concealer right here onto your forehead and kind of blend it up some more, buff it out. Because I noticed I did put a lot. So I just like to blend it into my hairline, just so that it's not like a line of demarcation between my scalp and the bronzer or the concealer. I'm gonna continue to blend and just start here on my jawline. Make me look as snatched as possible. I'm very happy because in April or May of last year, I was definitely going through it with my skin. It just was not cooperating. I was starting to use new products. TikTok got to me and my skin went through it. I wish I had some pictures to show y'all. Probably do. But yeah, I was really breaking out like right here on the side. You could see much more, which is very rare for me. I do not break out like this. So I was very scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if my skin just never goes back? I was definitely very scared. And I'm starting to learn what works for me and what doesn't. And so my skin has just been gradually getting better. And I'm just excited because I feel like having acne and all that is normal. But like, I don't know, I just wasn't used to it. It wasn't me. I've never dealt with acne like this, so I was definitely very scared. And just happy I figured out what is gonna work for my skin. Okay, now I'm just blending out this concealer. I'm actually gonna go back and do this first. But I think once my skin gets to where I want it to be, back to where I want it to be, I can probably make a video, but I don't really know because I don't really know if y'all want a skincare video or not. And if y'all do, just let me know. If not, then whatever, I don't have to. Ever since I put out my first video and like my last little vlog, I've been wanting to film like all the time. So I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer. I'm going to add some Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan because it is lighter than my natural color. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer in a lighter shade. It is Toffee Medium 3. I'm gonna add a tad bit. And this is darker than the Tarte one. And then we're gonna add it in the middle of the nose. And just right here. And a little bit on my chin to just hit the high points. And just kind of like set my face together. And then some right here. When it comes to my makeup, I'm kind of a perfectionist because I just don't like going outside looking crazy. I'm for real. Like, real shit. I'm going to add a little bit here. More of this right here. And then I'm going to clean up my cheeks because I know that the contour probably got down a little bit too low. So we're just gonna go right here, right here. Y'all, I'm not a expert on this stuff. I'm not an expert at all. I just do what looks good for me, what I think looks good. And you just want to make sure you blend it out like so, because you don't want like a harsh line. And then do the same thing on the other side. I was looking everywhere for the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty liquid blushes, and specifically the shade Joy, and then when I finally got it, I don't know, I just kind of wasn't really that impressed. It's really going crazy on TikTok and just everywhere, and I thought that, you know, I'd kind of be more impressed by it. So I have it right here. I'm going to put it on and we'll see. It is, I can tell you that, like a little bit goes a long way. I can do a little one dot and be blending for 10 years, literally. Like, watch. Like, it's pretty, but I don't know, I feel like there's some drugstore versions of this that do the same thing and look just as pretty. I just don't think it's worth the money. Maybe I should just try different colors. I don't know, this color just stood out to me because it's more of like a coral kind of orangey color, and I like those shades of blushes. So maybe I need something that's more pinky for my skin tone. I don't know. Like I said, it does look very pretty, but for the price, I'd probably pass. I like putting some on my nose. Give me like a blushy look. Super pretty. So yeah, I just used a little bit and you can see it's pigmented. And I love me a good blush moment. Love, love, love. Now we are gonna set, and I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. I just bought this and I used it for the first time, and baby, let me tell you, this is so much better than the translucent one for my skin tone and darker. Honey, let me tell you, this looks so good. I'm gonna use that same brush just to blend out underneath my eyes, so that is where I do crease. And I don't know what it was, but the translucent powder from Laura Mercier, it would make my under eyes just dark, like darker. Like the concealer would look good, and then I'll put on the powder. It would make it look dark. Like I would have a shadow underneath. Like with this one, it doesn't do it. Kind of melts in. And I'm not one to bake, but I do want to add some more coverage, so I am going to use that brush. I'm going to take the Morphe and 500. You know, I'm gonna find my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'll be back. Okay, so I have the Charlotte Tilbury powder airbrush flawless finish in number 310, and I'm just gonna take it on this Morphe M500 and just set it under my eyes. I might need a smaller brush. Definitely need a smaller brush. And you just want to pat so you're not taking any of the coverage off. I'm just going to take the Laura Mercier powder again and just kind of use it to clean up a little bit more and chisel my face out some more. And pat it in, and then I also do like to pat a little bit in right here in the T-zone just so that I can blend that out, so it's not so harsh, like the blush and contour and all that isn't so harsh right here. And you just want to do that. And this is the same brush that I went through and patted that Charlotte Tilbury powder in with. My skin looks pretty good. Now we're going in with the final couple steps. I'm gonna take the M500 again. I didn't really use it earlier with the powder. I'm going to take that and dip it into my Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. Love this. This has been a staple since I started makeup. Just go in there and add some bronze back into my life. I love this so much because it gives me like a tan glowy look, and it has some shimmer in it, so it's not like a matte color. And I'm just adding it on top of where I put the cream bronzer and the blush just to marry it together. And it doesn't do like a whole lot, it just, like I said, adds that tan look to it and then a little bit of gold shimmer, but it's not overwhelming. Just adding this to my neck and my chin area. I think that's good so far. I'm gonna take that Morphe M441 and use it to kind of further contour my nose. And when I contour, I'm not like one of those people that contour like to the gods. Like, my nose is going to be chiseled, but it's not going to be unrecognizable. We're nearing the end. I'm going to get another brush and add some blush. I'm going to use my e.l.f. pointed powder brush and take some blush and just add it to the tops of my cheek. And like I said before, I love me some blush. Like, no makeup at all, I will wear blush. It just makes me look alive. And I'll just add some to my nose. Just the hair. And yeah, I have eyelash extensions in right now. They are kind of holding on, so I'm just gonna keep those on and make it do what it do. I'm happy with that. Okay, and so the last thing that I do to the face portion of my look is I get my Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum, and it's in the shade Deep Brown. And what I like to do with it is add my moles back in. I'm not adding moles, I'm just adding them back in, because as you can see, they did get covered up by the face makeup. I just like to make them more prominent, and I feel like it gives my face, makes it look more natural. Like when you keep those features in, it makes it look a little bit more natural. This is not a natural look by any means. But yeah, adding these molds back in definitely makes it look like you ain't doing nothing to your face. I'm just kidding. And now we're gonna go back to the eyebrows. And then you don't want to leave it like that. I like to always go back with my beauty sponge and just like pat underneath so that that concealer blends in and it's not a harsh line. And then I will go back in with my brow pen tint and just add some more hairs and sharpen it up some more. Okay, it looks crazy right now, but I'm gonna go back in with my spoolie and blend it up. I have the Makeup Revolution Soap Brow. And so what I usually do is just spray it with a little bit of some. So I'm back with my setting spray and I'm just going to spray it into my soap brow. Just a little bit. I don't want it to be too wet. And I just run my spoolie through here and brush up on my brows in the slightest bits. I don't do too much. And then I like to tap my brow so it can stay in place. And then I'll do the same to the other side.
Hey y'all, so it's future me and I am just doing a voiceover now because my mom called me while I was filming and I didn't want y'all to hear us just talking, so just decided to do a voiceover. So basically what I'm doing right now is just adding bottom lash mascara, and then I went into lining my lips for my lip gloss application. I didn't end up liking the lip gloss that I used. I don't know, I'm just not like a colored lip gloss type of person. I'm more of like a pinky, like sheer lip gloss, or just, you know, a basic clear lip gloss type of girl. And this was like a brown color and it just didn't end up looking good in the end when I was taking my pictures. So now I'm just going through and straightening the front pieces of my hair. Y'all know those are the parts that begin frizzy first. So I just had to go through and get those together. And so now I'm just curling my hair, and you can see what I'm doing pretty clearly now. I'm just going through sections, individual sections, and just curling them. That's it, that's all. So a big thing I've noticed is that after you curl your hair, you just want to go through and pin it. And this really helps hold the curl throughout the night, day, whatever. I mean, you'll still put on, hairspray and all that, but this helps it stay even longer. So I love doing this. You'll see me do it to my whole head during this process. So I'm just going through and doing the same thing to every section, and you will see that. So when I get to the top of my head, I pretty much do the same thing as the back. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that, but maintenance decided to come and fucking build shit. Sorry for my language. This early in the morning, but whatever. So yeah, just going through and doing the same thing as I did to the back and just pinning. And I didn't have a lot of pins, or clips, so I had to like go through and take some out once they were cooled down and use them on different parts of my head. So that's just pretty much it. I did that to my whole head, and I'm so sorry y'all, but I was in a rush at this point and I didn't get a final clip of my look. Like, that's very dusty of me, but I have a vlog coming up of that night and you will see the final look in the vlog, so just stay tuned for that. That should be coming out pretty soon. Thank you for watching, y'all.